Sure thing. It's always good to have someone to talk to. My brother and I came from the city of Skingrad originally, where our family used to own a lucrative business. Sadly, my parents passed away a few years after I was born, so my brother Lucan has been the only family I've really known. Well, we have our fights, as do any siblings, but we both know we're all each other's got. Some burglars came into the shop and tried to steal our heirloom. My parents did their best to protect it, but they weren't fighters. I'm not sure if it was pity, or simply that they didn't want to wait around and find out, but they didn't bother to come get Lucan and I. Well, they died when I was just 4, so I don't have much memory of them anyway. Still, I often wonder what it's like to have parents who nurture you. Maybe our lives would have been completely different. My brother Lucan, of course. He never expected to inherit the business at such a young age, much less so that he'd have to play father for his little sister. But here I am, all grown up and healthy. So all things considered, he wasn't half bad as a guardian. Well, after the Great War, the Empire could barely pay for the palace guards. The City Watch's resources were stretched thin, so crimes ran rampant. But can you imagine? Skingrad, with burglars who barged into shops in broad daylight, was considered one of the well-off cities in Cyrodiil. It's no wonder so many Imperials like Lucan and I came to Skyrim these few years. With the devastation of the Great War, so too came absurd taxes, for the Emperor had gotten into a debt that can't be repaid in 3 generations. In the end, my brother decided it wasn't worth living down in Cyrodiil anymore, paying the Empire 6 coins for every 10 he made. So he sold the business and had us move to Skyrim. Better life, better law, and better taxes. Fresher air too, that's of no doubt. Well, that's easy. The food. For all the fine qualities of the Nords, being good cooks isn't one of them. Here it's just sweet rolls, meat, then sweet rolls again. But then, who would understand the culinary arts better than an Imperial? Breton food? Ha! Their portion can barely fill a child, and they spend more time to make the dish look pretty than they do to make it flavorful. I do have fond memories of the kabsa and moussakhan I had from the Redguard chef at Skingrad. More's to the point that Cyrodiil simply had better food, both from us Imperials and the other peoples. Sure, if I can afford them. Are they actually edible? No, that wasn't sarcasm. That's genuinely a question. I thought those were just ritual things that they use when they worship the Daedra. Not really. I had a few friends back in Skingrad, but most of them have moved to Skyrim or High Rock already. Then there's family, but all my family is in Skyrim and you know who he is. If there's anything about Cyrodiil that I miss, I guess it's the food. But it's not like I can't find good food here. I just have to learn how to make them. I guess he's just afraid. After all, I am all the family he's got. To raise me and manage our parents' business, he missed his best years to start his own family. If anything were to happen to me out there, then he would truly be alone. Of course. You know, when I looked at the Golden Claw, all I could think of was how much I envied you. You adventurers lead the most exciting lives, unlike a shopkeep's sister, having to watch the store in a boring town day and night. It's not like this is the worst place on Nirn. I mean, I could name a few towns in Cyrodiil that are much filthier than Riverwood. But that's the thing. Nothing exciting ever happens in Riverwood. It's always the same people, same buildings, same routines. As a matter of fact, yours was the first new face I've seen in months. Huh, if only I could. Thanks for asking, though. It's just that my brother Lucan would never let me out of his sight. It's not like he's putting chains on my feet to keep me here, just that he's all the family I have left. If I have to go, the least I should do is to get his blessing. You'll be doing me a great favor. Honestly, even without that whole ordeal with the letter, I'm not sure I'd ever have returned the same feelings to either of them. I enjoy chatting with them, perhaps also the occasional flirting, but since the start, I've never seen them as someone I'd spend a whole life with. For all of Sven's poetry and Faendal's confidence, they're just villagers who are stuck in Riverwood unless someone like you tug them out. I never asked them to. Do you think they would have listened? They'd probably just think I was testing them or something of the sort. Besides, I did enjoy the attention I got. Of course. All right then.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. Look, I'm forever thankful that you retrieved the claw for us, but even my gratitude has its limits. Besides, what good will my sister do for you? She doesn't know how to fight. Gods, she can barely help me move the ware. You do seem like a seasoned fighter. For what it's worth, you did brave a Nord tomb and got us the golden claw back. Fine. If my sister wants to see the world so much, then let her. Let no one say I'm the possessive sibling. But if she so much as loses a finger out there, I'll spend every last coin to buy your head. Now go! Tell Camilla she has her wish at last!
You're not from around here. That makes two of us. Thank you, my friend. 1,000 thank you. At last I can see the beauty of Skyrim with my own eyes. I'm ready to go at any moment. Just tell me when you're ready to leave. Lead the way. Still here. Lead on.